Good morning. Gremlins. We hear that term thrown around quite a bit in self-development. So what is a gremlin? A gremlin's a thought, a belief, and quite often it's running behind the scenes. We don't particularly notice it's there. But a gremlin is a belief that stops us in our tracks. It's a belief that stops us from doing what we want to do when we want to make change. So a gremlin is a thought, but it's not really necessarily an obvious thought. You know, I've had the pleasure of speaking with lots of you in regards to doing coaching with me or healing sessions or just helping you out from time to time with, you know, specific issues that are coming up. But I've had a lot of people who have booked free breakthrough calls and don't turn up. Now, a lot of these women send me messages and tell me why, and I appreciate that. And some just don't turn up at all. Now, you know, we've all got lots of reasons and excuses why we don't go ahead with something that we've planned. And it's generally around change that these gremlins become active. You know, now we have quite reasonable reasons or excuses for not turning up to specific events, and I'm not just talking about, you know, my coaching and breakthrough calls, but there's lots of times when we decide we're going to change and then something comes up to stop us from doing it. It might be going to the gym, you know, and we'll find reasons or excuses not to go. And I ask you to look behind those reasons. You know, it might be something that's come up with the family that, you know, you need to do and therefore can't make it. But the thing is, we create our lives completely. We're in charge of who we are and our life. Our life emanates from within us. The physical world around us is nothing more than energy that our senses translate into objects. So when we change our energy and our expectation and our focus, we see different things around us. We experience differently. Now, if we create our life completely, then if we decide we're going to do something and we don't, then we need to look at behind the thoughts or behind why we didn't go ahead with whatever we were going to do. Take, you know, one of my breakthrough calls as an example. You know, we might have other commitments come up at that time and we can't make it, but we brought those commitments up as a reason to not go ahead with our plans. So, you know, we need to look at why we keep altering our paths and our plans. Is it because, you know, we're not ready to take on what we were, you know, about to do? In the case of a breakthrough call, you know, a breakthrough call is no more than a chance to connect with me, discuss where you're at. I can give you some pointers. I also talk about what I have to offer as far as coaching and mentoring and energy work. And it's nothing more than that. But, you know, the client may or may not go ahead with the coaching, but I don't hold back on those calls. You know, I give my perspective and advice. You know, that call is rich with information and assistance in moving forward in your life. And for some reason, if you can't make it to that call, then you've arranged things to stop you from doing it. Why? Are you not ready to embrace change? There's something in you that is halting your forward movement, and that's what we need to look at. And it could be anything. It could be going to the gym. It could be, I don't know, it could be anything. Because gremlins come up all the time, but they usually come up when we're trying to change, when we're trying to do something that is new to us, something we haven't done before. And it always comes up as a result of doubt or fear, because you don't attract that energy unless you're in it. So spend some time today and do a little bit of self-inquiry and just see what's going on in your life. You know, until we look deeper than the surface, we don't make change. And until we're committed enough to step past those gremlins and say, no, nothing is going to stop me from doing this. I don't care what it is. And if you genuinely can't make a call, then rebook. So what? You know, I'm flexible, I'm human. Things like that happen to me too. But whether it's about my coaching or anything, don't let your own thoughts, your own inward beliefs stop you from becoming who you truly are, or doing something that you really want to do. It's important, more so now than ever, to become you and to live in joy. Because when we live in joy, that's when our true self emerges. So have a beautiful day, and I'll connect with you all again later. Bye for now.